The way to win in solo queue, especially in losing lanes, is just to conserve your conditions. This game, we are hard losing in our 2v2 because at least E kind of fucks with Nidalee, and then I lose 1v1 to Corki. A lot of this lane is gonna be influenced by my mana bar and my Nidalee's mana bar. We have a sustain advantage while they have a fighting advantage. And so that's what we're going to play around this game. Every champion has a different type of advantage, and knowing that will drastically change your game. Specifically, champs like Ezreal are very good at fighting and neutralizing early game. Same thing with Jhin. The fighters like Draven, Kalista, Varus, they just want to kill you because they have higher damage thresholds. And then the hyperscalers, it's pretty obvious what they want to do. They want to scale. Okay, so the release is going to be top, so we're going to get prio. Remember, there's always different conditions that you can play around with. And again, it's okay to be nervous, especially since this is a losing lane, but this is great practice for when you'll verse the Draven Blitzcranks in solo queue. So I'm just going to start hitting the wave immediately. I'm going to hit one melee and then the other so that it's much easier for me to CS. Because if all the minions are about to die at the same time, it's going to be really hard for me to CS. So I'm CSing right now. Corki needs to walk up immediately. Okay. Dodged his Q because it's pretty obvious he was going to look for a Q angle there. I got my soul. Missed a minion for it. It's okay. Auto attacked in the bush. Gave vision by accident. So be it. Okay. I only missed one CS. It's not the worst. Remember, wave 2, if you're pushing, you ward. Honestly, warding here would have been a little bit better because I don't get full vision of the river now, but it's okay. Whenever approaching the Corki, you always want to remember he's going to Q first. So as you're walking into his range, you can do a little bit of a shimmy. A little bit of a happy feet angle. Okay, after this, I'm going to want a word. Ping my Nidalee to ward. She was already on it before I even did anything. The Elise is going to be very, very attentive to where the Nidalee's going. She has sweeper, so she wants to sweep out any vision that is coming her way. My only job is to just keep farming. See? So now that I have more HP to... Whoa. It's a pretty good reaction from my Nidalee. But now that I have more HP to play with, I'm going to... This at least wants me. Okay, never mind. At least shows. I'll look for a trade. Oh. I kind of trolled that. Oops. That soul went fucking wide. Nice. I don't want to touch this wave because I've already used my abilities, and if I try to push the wave without my abilities, I'm playing Senna, so it's not going to work. Now, I'm going to ping one time that the Elise can move, and there you go. I've done my job. So what I did just there was, because I wasn't specifically doing anything, I'm walking to lane, I directed the fight. So that's another way you can influence the map, even though you're across the map. Just being able to tell your team, like, whether a fight is winning or not, will give them more confidence for plays that are good, and you'll win out more. And I'm gonna miss more CS. So getting souls is really important. Like sometimes it's even more important than CSing. Please auto the Elise. Okay. Also, because I have such a huge HP advantage on the Corki, I'm gonna keep fighting as if we're the fighting lane. If that makes sense. Should fight this. Now. Oh. I mean, I win this no matter what because he doesn't have cleanse or barrier. Otherwise, I would be running out. It would not be a good angle for me. Again, I'm gonna take base because my champion's wave clear is pretty shit. I got minion RNG'd. No, that's so bad. Fuck. So my cannon minion killed their cannon minion first, so my wave's gonna push into them, even though I didn't touch the wave at all. So that's unfortunate. I'm gonna ping the Elise timer. Remember, like clockwork, you have to remember the enemy support's not gonna be AFK while your support is playing the game. After every base, enemy support's gonna do something. So you gotta ping it. Even though you're playing ADC, like bot lane is a 2-person lane, so I do want to keep fighting. Oh, and Elise showed top, so I'm gonna go and look for an even bigger trade. We should technically dive right now. He has barrier, by the way. Oh. Oh. I think he had barrier, or it was really close. I'm keeping like a little bit of a mental note on barrier since it's, I think it's 3 minutes. This Nidalee is pretty good as well, so just making my life a lot easier. I checked to see if there was anybody I could not. I'm gonna want to take my base here. Ping careful one time, and we're getting the fuck out. Now in these games, like, a lot of people think to themselves like, oh, I have an advantage. Like, let me not be careless and throw it. And right now, just think about what your advantages are. You have a certain knowledge of the game. Like, nobody knows nothing about the game. That's a very big misconception that some people make. Like, they think that they're bad at the game, so they don't know anything. But unfortunately, no, I was so close. So remember that thing about not wanting to throw the game? I did that because my Nidalee wanted to go for the play. And honestly, I think I could have lived if I, what's it called? I kept kiting towards the Corki. I tried to save my Nidalee, which was wrong. I ended up using all my abilities on the Elise, so I lost out. Now we're gonna ping the Elise can be there. It's really close. Okay, at least Corki didn't get plates. I'm gonna try to get my wave in because this Corki needs the base. And whenever you need to hard shove the wave, make sure you use your abilities. A lot of the times, even challenger players, like, they'll just sit there and do nothing and just auto attack. Like, and that's kind of surprising, you know, like even challenger players don't know how to hard push. It's kind of crazy. Hey, that deleted my soul. I still need to wait for 2 more waves, so I'm thinking about that for my item. Nidalee gonna take a base. She wasn't on vision, so they shouldn't necessarily know that she's taking a base, but they can kind of tell. Oops.
It's always dark on the horizon if you only look up during storms.
So this is my timer. Whenever you're playing ADC and your support's not on lane, you see their support. Your one job is just to not die. Okay, well, turns out their support wanted to die, so that was very nice. Don't really love sharing EXP like this, so I'm gonna wait until the Kayn takes his base to clear the minions. Sharing EXP is usually something you do when you're behind or like you need your jungler to play the game pretty much. Forcing the enemy jungler to CS with their bot lane is like basically like a last resort. That was kind of slow, but it's okay. And now I'm going to look around the map for ultimates. Oh. Flash the exact same time. I got an assist, but remember, like, you only get 1 Senna ult every like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I could have waited a little bit longer. Yeah, like I could have killed the Teemo there. Even though I did get an assist, like there's still a lesson to be had there. Oh, oops. Tend to do that a lot. Okay, so right here, I just want to make sure I'm not giving the Corki like a kill angle because I don't have my E. Okay, looks like he based, so I'm not in danger. Also, there's no point in like ruminating over your mistake. Old me would have definitely been like, oh shit, like that would just be such a free kill, blah 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 blah. Like I'm fucking trolling this and that, but that won't do anything. Like you're literally just trolling yourself. So instead, I'm gonna focus on my laning versus this guy. Okay. Holy balls, I should have died there. I'm gonna go hit the Krugs to get my fleet footwork and I'll Q it, but I'm gonna be fine. Bruh. Remember, I have a sustained advantage, so these controlled trades are pretty good for us. He was looking at the Drake, so he missed out on that play. I'm gonna go to my wave because there's no way I can catch up. Remember, in solo queue, you're playing for your own advantage, so remember, this is also a losing matchup, so early game at least. Senna's usually losing to most ADCs, especially early. It's like playable, but it's not winning. So I'm kind of griefing a lot by staying here. Sitting on 1300 gold, like, should definitely take a base. But I know their jungler's not going to be here, so I try not to give the Elise an E. I think I ended up helping out on the top play unintentionally, but got a heal for me, boss. Thank you. I want to keep playing because this is gonna happen. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I definitely could have killed there. Oops. A little bit like a pussy. So be it. Okay, no matter what though, now I can't be greedy. Like, I made a very, very big mistake the last timer and can't afford to make that one again. So I'm gonna ask to swap after this wave. I mean, he can take the next wave, which is this one, because I'll be late to it anyways, but see? I asked to swap and immediately my mid laner swapped. And usually, like, especially if you're doing good and you're like winning, people won't be mad if you try to swap, you know? It's usually when you're like losing and you're losing and then you're trying to take someone's lane so that you don't have to lane with the huge fucking monster that you created. That's justifiable, you know? Like, nobody wants to be griefed by their own teammates in solo queue, so completely understand. Also, this Corki is like more of a pussy than I am, so appreciate that from him. I'm fucking dead. God damn it. Oops. Too much talking, not enough thinking. So I'm gonna go back to focusing on midway. It's very, very rare for me to die on midways like that because I've gone through it multiple times where I die and then I learn from my mistakes. So just like that, learn from your own mistakes. Okay. Cassiopeia looks really, really balanced. I use cleanse there to lessen the slow from Xin Zhao W, but it wasn't that important. Now that I'm maybe playing into Lux and Lux and Teemo, I'm gonna need my cleanse a lot more. So I'm not gonna use my pink ward right now because if the enemy wanted to, they could fight me off of it, buying a pink ward and then immediately losing it. That's why people don't buy pink wards. Just don't do that, or you're gonna have to learn the hard way. So now I'm gonna go pink. Basically, the release could have been there, so we should always play on mid waves like that. So I'm gonna get the mid waves as high as possible. Oh wow, that Q is interesting. Oh. What the? Capapinas? It's because my team showed bot. So God, I'm just thinking to myself right now, like, my POV must look so bad. Because whenever you watch a player, you can tell, like, how good they are based off of, like, how they move and whatnot. And how their camera moves. Because I'm focusing on talking, it's, like, it's ugly. That's all I have to say. Anyways, 4 of them aren't showing on the map. I still want to get the mid wave as high as possible. I don't want to base yet, because I don't really need to. I can base now, since my entire team is basing. And now I'm going to get a BF sword. So everything's in order. Drake's about to spawn. That's the next thing that's on the map. And once I hit like 60 souls, like, I'm good. I'm going to start like mega fighting. One of the biggest strengths of Senna, especially in the mid game, is the mid wave. So the reason why I'm playing so high up on the mid waves is because I'm starting to outrange the Corki. And if I can catch him out and fuck his conditions up, even better for me. So I don't think we should have done that. Okay. Spaced it out because I was waiting for any other spell to come out. But it ended up being enough. Oh shit. See? This is what I meant by I'm gonna need my cleanse. There's one more wave I have to get. This Corki is fucking insane for doing what he's doing. If I had more people on the mid wave, then I would just run him down. Wow. So there you go. Losing matchup, but we still won. So keep to your win condition and slowly you'll scale. See you all next time.